Now, you know when you've got a great villain when he gets punched in the face within his first 30 seconds of screen time. So, Thin Ice, the first historical episode of the series, and so far, well, only. Now, this episode, I'd say it looks brilliant, even though it's basically just set on the frozen Thames. It looks very good. Productions kept, production design is brilliant. But this is a okay episode. Now, the start, with the Frost Fair and all of that, that was great, seeing Bill just getting into the spirit of things. And the Doctor doing all this, and the scene where Bill kind of says that she might love the TARDIS, I did like that. That was good. And a sneaky reference to the Unquiet Dead with the Doctor telling Bill where the wardrobe is. But the episode is kind of a mixed bag from there on. There is a couple of things I do like. The Doctor I know this sounds mean, but the Doctor letting the kid die, I did like that because it's a natural progression for Bill to ask the question if he's killed someone, and for that being a kid, yeah, it's kind of like a real slap in the face that some companions don't get. And since she just generally just met him, that's that was a good, nice choice. I like that, and the fact that he tried to steal the sonic screwdriver. I that was good. I mean, surprisingly, it hasn't happened before, but it did. And the orphans, the street people, the kids, they were they weren't annoying. They were surprisingly well written, especially Kitty. Granted, they didn't really do much, apart from one of them dying and then getting the mansion at the end. But it was still nice to have them included. And also with, now this is his real name here, in the credits and everything, Pie Man, who served the weird fish in the pies. I did like him. And also, the Doctor had a real Sheldon moment when he asked the guy if he was against tattoos and then just randomly stated that he sensed that they were bonding. I will miss that when he's gone. And this is kind of like the thing I've noticed with Series 10. It's kind of like a classic. It's kind of like the old days. It's just most of them are them trying to figure out what's going on before it happens instead of like last series when most of the time it was just they're there for about 10 minutes and then it all goes to hell. But one thing I have to say, this episode was fun. I mean, the creature, the big sea snake under the Thames, wasn't as played as much as a bad guy or the evil as I thought. It was just there feeding like the star whale. Now the real villain, yeah, he's terrible. He's only had about 10 minutes of screen time like Leandro did last series. But the difference is, Leandro, I felt, was, he had a backstory that explained something, and to be fair, he wasn't punched within the first 30 seconds of screen time. That really didn't help his character. I mean, I know he's basically supposed to be, well, I hope he's supposed to be just the generic, oh, I'm evil for evil's sake, and I'm rich. But he was. And he really wasn't competent as a villain, let's say, since he couldn't find a way to keep the people on the Thames, which I think would be something he would do. But no, he didn't. But also, another thing, I know his death, that was sort of his comeuppance, but that, no, the effects didn't hold up for that. Really didn't. But it was just, it was a fun episode, I suppose, and hey, you can just, enjoy it. And Lord Sutcliffe isn't the focus. And to be fair, I found the guy who told the Doctor and Bill about those special bricks to be more impressionable than he was. But that was it. And nice continuity from the last episode. Nardol's still making tea. And I did like the fact that he added coffee in there. Because it may not be something, but it's adding some things to Nardole, like he's quirky. And not just in the terrible comic relief way, he's just getting character development. And since he wasn't in Knock Knock, it wasn't in Knock Knock enough. This was, fun. And it was good that he realised that the Doctor and Bill time travelled straight away, just by looking at their clothes. Because the Nardo, when we first saw him, would have gone, "Oh, you're wearing Victorian clothes. I won't question that." But he has. He's learning. And it's nice to see Nardo growing some balls and him able to stand up to the Doctor like that, which is good. So, I think I will give this episode a 6 out of 10 because it's good, but for this, it's sort of the episode that needs the villains to stand out, and it really doesn't, which is a shame because I feel like it could have done. But everything else was good, apart from the villain. So, the next episode will be Knock Knock, and David Suchet, Poirot. Oh yes. And the Doctor listening to Little Mix. Welcome to 2017.